Hey girl, today I'm going to be doing an update. I hope today is treating you well and you are getting ready for the spring. In my last video of this series, I shared my current debt balance, which was $26,019.75. That was 5 months ago. I have made progress despite being a low-income earner, around $2,000 per month take-home pay. And I'm going to share the progress and some lessons that I have been learning along the way. I have been using the debt snowball method from Dave Ramsey, which just means I'm paying off the debts from smallest to largest. So going over each line item on my credit report, I have verified that I have no other debts, so credit cards. I have paid off my 2 credit cards that totaled $3,528 according to my credit report. And both credit card accounts are now closed. I understand that closing your credit cards will lower your credit score. However, having the credit cards open and available to me was doing way more damage than good to my finances. I was not using them correctly, and I was wasting the little money I have on interest and late fees. So, no more credit cards. Next item is collections, and this was money owed to one of the universities I attended before the one I am currently at. I did not pay this balance off, but because it has been 7 years, the balance has been cleared off of my credit report. This 7 years is called the statute of limitations, which means when you have a debt that you don't pay, it gets sent to collections, and that collections account stays on your credit report for 7 years, affecting your credit. That means anytime you try to apply for a loan or a credit card, the companies that you apply to will see that collections account, which is a debt you did not pay, and they'll say, well, you didn't pay back that debt, you probably won't pay us back either, and they may deny your loan application. So after 7 years, the debt falls off your credit report and no longer affects your credit. So now you've increased your chances of getting approved for a loan in the future. This balance has caused me so much anxiety, and so to not have to worry about it anymore is a blessing. I do feel guilt because I did owe the money, but I just take it as a lesson learned to avoid creating collection accounts in the future. Next item is student loans. So my balance has actually increased because the Perkins loan accounts that I mentioned in the last video were reopened and added to my student loan balance on my credit report. I will reveal that balance at the end to avoid confusion, but I also did get approved for the income-based repayment plan, so I am not currently making payments on that $7,000 as my monthly payment due is $0. However, the Perkins loan is separate from that, so I am working to pay that off now so I can be eligible for financial aid again for college. Next item is auto loan. I finally paid off my $21,000 used car. That was the hardest 3 years of my life, but I was able to pay off this 6-year loan in just 3 years. This is bittersweet because I don't have the car anymore. I'm going to make a separate video detailing what happened, but at least the car loan is gone. It takes a while for the accounts to update once you pay them off. So although there is a number next to auto loans, in the next 30 days or so, it will update to 0. Next item is family loan. So when I moved, there were some things I had to get done that I didn't have money for. So my aunt was very kind to bless me with a loan, and I used my tax refund to pay her back. Finally, we have the Perkins loan. So as I stated earlier, my accounts were reopened when I applied to my current school. Previously, they were a collections account. So I'm currently sitting at a balance of $2,576.96. A lesson I learned here is when you owe any student loans, whether state loan or federal government loans, if you don't pay those loans back, it follows you. So if later on you decide you want to go back to school and you need financial aid, they're going to be notified of those defaulted loans you have, and they will say, nope, you still have those loans to pay off, so you cannot get financial aid. So if I learned anything, it's to have a plan for how you're going to pay your bills, especially your college bills. So according to my credit report, my current debt balance is $9,605, and that includes federal student loans and the Perkins loan, which is a state loan. Once again, it takes time for the accounts to update once you pay them off. So although there is a number next to auto loans in the next 30 days or so, it will update to 0. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. We are currently at 19 subscribers, and I'm very excited to continue sharing my journey and hopefully learning more about yours as well.